Yes, I'm live now. Welcome once again to another new video. This is Santu Sahu and you are watching Sahu's tutorial. Good evening everyone. This is Santu Sahu and you are watching Sahu's tutorial. And in this video here, I'm here to present offline methods of teaching. This is the 9th video. I've already made that is 8th video on teaching aptitude from the syllabus of UGC NET paper-I. Do join quickly. And in this video here, I'll be covering the offline methods of teaching. Good evening everyone. Do join quickly and let me share the link to my Telegram channel. And I hope you are all well by the grace of Almighty. Before starting the session, request to all the aspirants, please do subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon to get more notification. And here I am to begin the session here. Offline methods of teaching. Anandita, okay. Good evening. So without wasting your time, let's begin here. Offline methods of teaching, and probably I'll be taking another class. I'll be conducting another class where I'll be discussing the PYQs of various said exams of UGC NET paper-I. Okay. So offline methods of teaching I'll be covering one by one. Yeah. So let's begin here without wasting your time. And so offline methods of teaching here, that the first thing is that group discussion. Okay? And group discussion may be counted a small भी हो सकता है, large भी हो सकता है. ठीक है? This may be counted under small as its large group teaching methods. It is one of the oldest methods. That's why the traditional methods used by Greek scholars from Nalanda as well. Nalanda University and Greek scholars, they had actually earlier had used this group discussion. So this may be counted under small as large group of teaching methods. So a discussion method here. A discussion method of teaching is a democratic way of dealing. Democratic method used to develop better understanding among students for supplementing a lecture in connection with an observation, visit or case presentation or for sharing information. So discussion method में क्या होता है? That is actually a democratic method जहाँ पे हर एक को opportunity मिलता है. Used to and in that discussion method, the students develop better understanding among students for supplementing a lecture in connection with an observation. And in this method of considering various facts about the topic under considerations, understanding of these facts by studying their relationships and drawing out conclusions of the facts and their relationship are studies actually. इसके साथ किसका relationship that is also studied. And it also stimulates what? It stimulates students thinking process. Discussion मतलब क्या करता है? Stimulate करता है student का thinking process को to analyze करना and to integrate what? And to integrate facts and help in developing their abilities in presentations of their ideas and facts clearly and fluently. So discussion method क्या करता है? Stimulate करता है student का thinking process को for what? And it also helps to analyze and integrate facts and help in developing their abilities to present their ideas and facts clearly and very fluently. Forms of discussion here. Okay. So, and in this video I will be covering as well panel, seminar, symposium. These things will be covered one by one. The types of discussions can be classroom discussions, formal group discussions, discussions in terms of symposiums, panel, seminar and conference. What is classroom discussion? Classroom discussion is always informal method. क्या है? Classroom discussion question आ सकता है कि classroom discussion जो है informal है या formal. So this is an informal method of discussion with the class. If the class is not too large, sometimes the teacher may select a particular topic with the whole class participating as one group. And in this method, the teacher acts as a leader and they present the topic, guides and directs the discussion as well. So classroom discussion is an informal method of discussion. And at times, students may take the role of a leader as well. The leader usually notes down the main points on the blackboard and may ask one of the students to do this. He or she also assists the group in summing. These are easy things. Okay, I will be providing the PDF in the Telegram channel. These are easy things you can read it out and understand actually. So formal group of discussion. What is formal group of discussion? Formal group of discussion is comprised of small group of discussion. ठीक है? Formal group of discussion क्या है? Small group of discussion. जहाँ पे ज्यादा जब रहेगा that is informal method of discussion, whereas formal group of discussion is a small group of discussion followed by a large group of discussion. Large group of discussion बाद small group discussion known as formal group discussion. It is desirable when the number of students is more and when it is desirable to discuss several aspects about the topic. It is desirable when the number of students is more and when it is desirable to discuss what? Yeah, exactly. It is desirable to discuss several aspects of topic. To start with the discussion, the teacher may act as a chairman. He or she introduces the topic for discussion and explains the objectives of discussion. He or she helps the students get organized into small groups. And there are the thing you will be reading it out one by one. The easy questions, easy things. I'm skipping it actually. What are the advantages of this? It stimulates thinking process. It helps in the development of critical thinking. It is a pooling of knowledge, ideas and feeling of several persons, analysis and integration. Rationalization कर सकता है, rationalization of facts. It thus promotes intelligent learning. Learning together, sharing responsibilities and interest. Developing team spirit in teaching learning process में help करता है और discovering talented students for developing oral and non-verbal communications. I will be sending the PDF in the Telegram channel. One thing that you need to study what is okay. Here is the important thing. Just look at it here. Seminar. Okay. Here is the important one. You can understand here. What is seminar? Seminar क्या है? ठीक है? This is the important one. Just understand it. It is a type of group discussion. It is a type of group discussion where one trainee or several prepare a paper on a given topic. So topic on a single topic on a given topic, issue or a problem, which is then presented to the whole group for discussion and analysis. So that is a seminar is very important. It is a type of group discussion where one trainee or several prepare a paper on a given topic, issue or problem, which is then presented to the whole group for discussion and analysis. Here, a series of seminars can be presented by the trainers around a major topic so that they form a linked series of discussion. And the main stages in seminar are preparation of paper, presentation of paper, discussion on it, and seminars can also be bigger as well. So it's a group discussion. One trainer, several persons can prepare a paper on a particular topic, on a given issue. What are the advantages of seminar here? This method gives more independence, which leads to the development of presentation of skill of the participants. It provides opportunity for the trainees to prepare and to contribute to a particular topic thoroughly. Okay? And it provides opportunity to the trainees towards the practical group leadership and allows them to use analytical skills and research on conclusions, solve a problem, etc. What is the limitations here? It is a time consuming hota hai, and it may cause stress to the participant as well, and that is true actually, and it needs a group of trainees with fairly high level of attainment. That is true. What is panel discussion? This is also important. Panel discussion kya hai? Panel. A panel is comprised of small group of 6 to 8 people. What is a panel? Is comprised of a small group of 6 to 8 people, and they carry an informal guided discussion. So panel discussion में क्या होगा? 6 से 8 लोग उधर पे बैठे रहेगा और we are the audience will be just listening what they are discussing. ठीक है? What they will be discussing, with the audience will be just listening to them. So they carry an informal and guided discussion before the viewers, before the audience. For example, a panel discussion on climate change issue. They are discussing about climate change issue, and we are the viewers just watching. We are listening to them. The leader must take special care to select the panel members who can speak and think constructively. So panel discussion जो leader जो रहेगा, member जो रहेगा, जो speak करेगा, उसको choose करना भी बहुत ठीक से choose करना पड़ता है. That is special care to select the panel members who are efficient and skillful members actually. What are the advantages of panel discussions here? Panel discussions are more interesting to the audience than the single speaker forum. Okay? Panel discussions are more interesting to the audience than the single speaker forum. Easier on social relevant issues. Socially रिलेवेंट इश्यूज में क्या होता है, पैनल डिस्कशन होता है। जैसे कि क्लाइमेट चेंज में, ठीक है, जैसे कि क्लाइमेट चेंज में हुआ था। एंड लिमिटेशंस क्या है, ब्रिंगिंग एक्सपर्ट्स कैन बी डिफिकल्ट ऑन अ सिंगल प्लेटफॉर्म, और 6-8 एक्सपर्ट्स को लेके आना एक सिंगल प्लेटफॉर्म में बहुत टफ होता है। द व्यूअर्स आर नॉट इन्वॉल्व एक्टिवली, क्योंकि व्यूअर्स क्या, व्यूअर्स पैसिवली जो लिसन करता है व्हाट दे आर discussing, that's why the viewers are not involved actively, they are just listening what the members of the panel are speaking. And another important thing is brainstorming. Another important thing is brainstorming. This is the most important thing. What is brainstorming? ठीक है, brainstorming is a group problem solving method. क्या है, this is a problem solving method that involves the spontaneous contribution of creative ideas and solution. एक प्रॉब्लम है, इस प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन निकालने के लिए स्टूडेंट को बोला जाता है। स्टूडेंट इंडिपेंडेंटली उसका जो आइडियाज है वो बोलता है, ठीक है। दैट इज दिस टेक्निक रिक्वायर्स इंटेंसिव फ्रीव्हीलिंग डिस्कशन इन विच एवरी मेंबर ऑफ द ग्रुप इज एनकरेज्ड, दे आर गिवन द एनकरेजमेंट to think aloud and suggest as many ideas as possible based on their diverse knowledge. Whatever they are thinking, whatever their ideas are, they are welcomed. They are encouraged here to think whatever they are thinking. The every aspects which are coming on their mind, they are to speak. So they have the opportunity, which every member of the group is encouraged to think aloud and suggest as many ideas as possible based on their diverse knowledge. It's a creative technique. ये क्या है? It's a group creative technique by which efforts are made to find a conclusion for a specific problem by gathering a list of ideas spontaneously contributed by its member. ठीक है, जितना सारा मेंबर है हर एक मेंबर उसका आइडियाज देगा, उसमें से लास्ट में क्या होगा, जो बेस्ट आइडिया उसको चुनना है, ठीक है। सो इट्स अ क्रिएटिव ग्रुप ऑफ वर्क इन व्हिच द ग्रुप मेंबर्स प्रोड्यूस अ लार्ज नंबर ऑफ आइडियाज। हर एक बंदा, हर एक स्टूडेंट क्या करता है, लार्ज नंबर ऑफ आइडियाज को प्रोड्यूस करता है क्विकली ऑन अ गिवन टॉपिक और अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर सब्सिक्वेंट इवैल्यूएशन। बाद में क्या होगा, इसका इवैल्यूएशन होगा। इन दिस मेथड एनीवन कैन एक्सचेंज रिमार्क्स with anyone except that the participants are not allowed to criticize the idea at the time when views are being invited. When the students are giving their ideas, okay, they are not allowed to criticize each other. In this method anyone can exchange remarks with anyone except that the participants are not allowed to criticize the ideas that are coming from the students. When views are being invited, sometimes quantity of the ideas is more important than quality. Quantity of the ideas is more important than quality. ठीक है, so spontaneity is the hallmark of brainstorming. Spontaneity is the hallmark of brainstorming sessions. Several rounds of brainstorming are conducted. बहुत सारे rounds conducted होता है. Several rounds of brainstorming are conducted till all the ideas are exhausted. इतना सारा आइडिया आ सकता है, निकल सकता है, उतना सारा आइडिया निकलने के बाद ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग खत्म होता है, राउंड्स खत्म होता है। और उसके बाद पार्टिसिपेंट्स आर देन आस्क्ड, उसके बाद क्या बोला जाता है, पार्टिसिपेंट्स आर देन आस्क्ड टू इवैल्यूएट ऑल आइडियाज एंड लिस्ट द बेस्ट वन। एंड में क्या होता है, दे आर आस्क्ड टू इवैल्यूएट ऑल आइडियाज एंड लिस्ट द बेस्ट वन। उसमें से कौन सा अच्छा है, सबसे बेस्ट वन है, वन बाय वन उसको चूज करना, इवैल्यूएट करना है। दिस इज द ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग। सो पैनल डिस्कशन, वी हैव डिस्कस्ड पैनल डिस्कशन, वी हैव डिस्कस्ड सेमिनार, we have discussed brainstorming. Very important. What the advantage of brainstorming? It encourages creativity that helps trainers to produce, to think and to explore ideas. Yeah, brainstorming is helping to produce, to think and to explore ideas, and at the end the best ideas will be evaluated, and it has a scope for larger participation and it is economical and it does not require much preparation actually. What are the limitations, disadvantages of this brainstorming? It is not a very systematic way of subject. It is a systematic way नहीं है. There is a possibility of some trainees being reluctant to participate. It's not an important thing. Now important one is project method. किसने दिया था? William Kilpatrick ने दिया था. Who had given project method? William Kilpatrick. based on the philosophy of pragmatism and principle of learning by doing. That is learning by doing. किसने दिया था? Who has given learning by doing? The concepts learning by doing, pragmatism. ठीक है? Like who are the members of here? Proponents of this pragmatism? Here it was actually first given by William Kilpatrick based on the philosophy of pragmatism and principle of learning by doing. This method can be described as both a small group and individual instruction as well. In this method, students are allowed to experience and explore their environment with their senses and direct their learning by their individual interest here. Teaching from textbook is very less, and the emphasis is given on experimental learning than on memorization or rote learning. A project method classroom focuses on the collaboration. एक साथ में collaboration and democracy to solve purposeful problems. This is project method given by William Kilpatrick. Advantage: learners are likely to develop the habit of critical thinking. इसमें critical thinking develop होता है. Teamwork habit can be inculcated. Continuous monitoring may be required. This is the limitations, or may require additional resources. Now, role playing is also very important. Role playing. What is role playing? Teachers are encouraging the students to play or to dramatize anything. That is acting any role. Role playing. It has been used by teachers to help solve classroom interpersonal problems. Role playing has also been used to help the subject matter learning through the dramatization of historical and literary works. That is, dramatizations also given by Morris. Okay, pragmatist. Is it Morris? Learning through the dramatizations of historical and literary work. So that is role playing. कहाँ पे होता है? That is the learning through that is a dramatization of historical literary works में role play किया जाता है. To sum up, role playing actually provides the student with a dramatic clarification and confrontation. Role playing में it is a semblance or the resemblance of real life situation. जैसे कि एक student किंग लियर का और मैकबेथ का रोल कर रहा है, ठीक है? तो it is resemble of the real life situations, interesting and interactive. It entails participation of every member of the group. It gives immediate feedback. It develops social skill, decision making skill, problem solving, negotiation, and the manipulation skill as well. It is effective in changing the attitude of the participant. Yeah, exactly. And its disadvantages are here. It has unpredictable outcomes. Real life situations are usually more complex. It requires a considerable amount of resources. And another important thing is simulation. Simulation is very important. Simulation. यानी सिमुलेशन मीन्स क्रिएटिंग कंडीशन. कैसा है? एक जैसा कंडीशन क्रिएट करना है दैट आर क्वाइट सिमिलर टू एक्चुअल कंडीशन. जब ट्रेनिंग दिया जाता है, जब पायलट को जब ट्रेनिंग दिया जाता है ना, पायलट को जब ट्रेनिंग दिया जाता है कैसे पायलट को जब ट्रेनिंग दिया जाता है सिमुलेशन. सिमुलेशन मीन्स क्रिएटिंग कंडीशन दैट आर क्वाइट सिमिलर टू एक्चुअल कंडीशंस and the training is provided under those controlled conditions. For example, the training of pilots and astronauts takes place in a condition that are quite similar to actual flight conditions. Simulation is specifically used for training purpose. Simulation is very important concept. ठीक है? What are the advantages of simulation? They are economical in the long run and safety aspects are taken care of as well. But it entails high initial investment. बहुत इन्वेस्टमेंट लगता है. That's the disadvantage of this simulation. Expository teaching क्या होता है? Direct step by step. It takes the form of lecture recitations to full class with explanations, examples, opportunities for practice and feedback. So this is step by step is expository teaching. Its format is multifaceted. Presentations requiring not only large amounts of verbal explanation but also teacher-student interaction as well, involving questions, answer, reviewing, practice, the correction of student. I will send in the PDF in the Telegram channel. ठीक है, एक बार पढ़ लेना, ठीक है, तब हो जाएगा. कोऑपरेटिव, अब क्या है? कोऑपरेटिव टीचिंग मेथड, क्लासरूम मैनेजमेंट, ग्रुप वर्क एंड रेसिप्रोकल टीचिंग, एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट इन लर्निंग. ग्रुप प्रोजेक्ट्स आर एग्जांपल ऑफ कोऑपरेटिव टीचिंग. ग्रुप में प्रोजेक्ट्स करना, दैट इज कोऑपरेटिव कोलैबोरेशन. collaborative method, cooperation with the help of each other, they are this is cooperative teaching method. More effective than lecture, it is student centered, it is teacher activity, it is student centered, teacher actively involved here. An important part of cooperative teaching, cooperative learning is accountability as well. Collaborative learning process. एक साथ में the learning is group centered. This means that the students organize and divide the work between them. They also organize their workforce by themselves. The students outsource for material that will aid them, that will help them in completing the task. The activities conducted by the group are generally not monitored by the teacher. However, the teacher can offer assistance if the same is requested of them by the members. Okay? So read it out. I will providing the PDF. चलो tutorial method क्या है? A method of instruction in which an instructor works directly with an individual student. ठीक है? That is tutorial method. UGS भी है और now meta heuristic क्या है? Meta. This is important. Meta heuristic. Heuristic method I will discuss that. अपने से फाइंड करके कुछ सीखना. ठीक है? That is heuristic and it is meta heuristic. What is the difference between heuristic and meta heuristic? The main difference is that heuristics are also problem specific methods created to solve particular problem. That is heuristic. Heuristic क्या है? To solve a particular problem and probably nothing else. While meta heuristics are problem independent methods that can be applied to wide range of problems. One thing that heuristic is for local problem, for a particular problem, whereas meta heuristic can be applied, the methods can be applied to a wide range of problems. This is the basic difference between heuristic and meta heuristic. Local problem, particular problem, heuristic, and meta heuristic is wide range of problems. Heuristic means local search. Meta heuristic means generalized local search. ठीक है? Generalized local search. Normally, meta heuristic is more generic and applicable to solve wider range of problems. That is meta heuristic. And here naturalism. It was not Morris, it was John Dewey. Pragmatism. John Dewey. ठीक है? John Dewey. Pragmatism. Methods of naturalism here. Methods of naturalism. Okay. Many advocates are actually Tagore, Rousseau, Herbert Spencer. They are naturalists. Methods of naturalism. They are the main advocate of naturalism. Rousseau believed education lasts throughout life and is gained every day through various lives of experience. That is by naturalism. He believes learning should be based on actual experience. A practical problem must be studied in its natural setting. Learning can also take place in the speed and methods of play as well. And the methods recommended by Rousseau may be identified with the heuristic method and experimental method advocated by John Dewey. Pragmatic methods, who are the thinkers? Charles Sanders Peirce and John Dewey. ठीक है? Focus on child and society and the activities therein. Learning occurs as a result of an activity. Pragmatic methods. Children must learn how to discover and method of teaching. Experimental. And it must develop reflective thinking in children so that why they ask why it is happening. So reflective thinking be developed होना चाहिए. The project method of teaching is where a problematic act has to be carried out in completion in its natural setting, focused on learning by doing. Human are active being and have ability to solve problems through the logic experiments and scientific methods. And the last one is here existential methods. Okay, I'll be conducting an MCQ series where I'll be covering paper 1. Okay, I'll be letting you know when I'll be conducting MCQ series on paper 1. ठीक है? Okay, so here is the existential methods. Ask questions until an acceptance conclusion is reached. ठीक है? Until an acceptable conclusion is reached here. Focuses on inductive thinking, emphasis on individual education, and homeschooling preferred to over school education. Does not believe in introduction but enhancing the child's creativity. A philosophical theory or approach which emphasizes the existence of the individual person as a free and responsible agent determining their own development through the acts of the will. Okay, so this was the short video where I have discussed some offline teaching methods. I'll be sending the PDF in the Telegram channel. Do join the Telegram channel. It's Santu Sahu UGC NET, and here I'll be sent. Thank you everyone, and let's end it here. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Why not? इंडक्टिव मेथड क्या है? इंडक्टिव मेथड क्या है? पहले क्या है? इंडक्टिव मेथड, इंडक्टिव एंड डिडक्टिव. ठीक है. टीचर यूजुअली पहले क्या करता है? टीचर को इंडक्टिव मेथड अप्लाई करना चाहिए. पहले एग्जाम्पल, ठीक है, एग्जाम्पल देने के बाद क्या थ्योरी में जाना है. ठीक है, दैट इज इंडक्टिव मेथड. और डिडक्टिव मेथड में पहले थ्योरी होता है, उसके बाद एग्जाम्पल में जाना पड़ता है. ठीक है. स्पेसिफिक थिंग से जनरलाइज जाना. इंडक्टिव मेथड क्या होता है? स्पेसिफिक. ठीक है, स्पेसिफिक से जनरलाइजेशन. ठीक है, पहले स्पेसिफिक थिंग्स, उसके बाद एंड में जनरलाइजेशन, दैट इज इंडक्टिव. पहले एग्जाम्पल, उसके बाद थ्योरी. और डिडक्टिव क्या होता है? पहले थ्योरी, उसके बाद I will be making a separate video. Okay. Okay, what is inductive method? What is inductive and what is deductive method? Deductive method general to specific. Deductive method general to specific, उसका उल्टा है. ठीक है, general to specific. जैसे कि इंडक्टिव मेथड में सोचो, जैसे कि इंडक्टिव मेथड में एग्जांपल में दे रहा हूं, जैसे कि इंडक्टिव मेथड में एग्जांपल में दे रहा हूं, पेजेस. जैसे कि इंडक्टिव मेथड देखो, जैसे कि इंडक्टिव मेथड. ठीक है, एग्जैक्टली. व्हाई नॉट. देखो, इंडक्टिव मेथड में आई विल बी मेकिंग अ सेपरेट वीडियो वेयर आई विल बी डिस्कसिंग क्लियरिंग एवरी डाउट्स ऑफ इंडक्टिव एंड डिडक्टिव मेथड. इंडक्टिव मेथड एंड डिडक्टिव मेथड्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. देखो, जैसे कि इंडक्टिव मेथड, देखो वेरी इजी होगा. देखो, राम इज मोटल. ठीक है, राम इज मोटल. सैम इज मोटल. ठीक है, सैम इज मोटल. देन रीता इज मोटल. रीता इज मोटल. तो इसमें जो एग्जांपल है ना, एग्जैक्टली. देखो, इसमें राम इज मोटल, सैम इज मोटल. तो इसमें जो दीज आर द एग्जांपल्स, इजंट इट? दीज आर स्पेसिफिक थिंग्स. ठीक है, दीज आर स्पेसिफिक थिंग्स. उसमें से क्या है? दे ऑल ह्यूमन बीइंग्स आर mortal. इसमें all human beings are mortal. ठीक है, all human beings are mortal. दिस इज स्पेसिफिक से क्या, इसमें जनरलाइज में आ रहा है. ठीक है, स्पेसिफिक से जनरलाइज आ रहा है, दैट इज योर इंडक्टिव मेथड. नाउ क्लियर? सुचरिता, आनंदिता, क्लियर? ठीक है, स्पेसिफिक थिंग्स, राम इज mortal, सैम इज mortal, रीता इज mortal, and he is reaching the conclusion that all human beings are mortal. Clear? And a good teacher should follow inductive method. Exactly. Okay, I'll be making a separate video. ठीक है, where I'll be discussing deductive and inductive method. Okay, I'll be ending it here. I'll be coming back probably at 8 with MCQ series on paper-I. ठीक है, my pleasure. चलो, let's end it here. Thank you.